Good morning, Joe here from Ignition Diecast, talking about cars, drinking coffee and stuff. It's Freestyle Friday, which means I'm gonna kind of riff at the end of this video, and it's feedback because I got one question, but I brought visual aids so it won't be too boring. Let's do the cars first because they're shiny, and that's why most people tune in. So these three main lines, see them, are for the archive because I don't really collect these three type of cars. One is tempting because I've seen people's collection. Let's do that one first. The quick bite. I've seen people with all of the quick bites and it looks pretty cool having them all, and the theme, like what type of food truck it is, changes. So very collectible, but I just don't do it. So I'm gonna open this one and put it in the Ignition Diecast Archive. And this one is a fajita truck. Fajitas would be kind of messy to get from a food truck. Usually in a restaurant you have like your sizzling plate of meat and onions and peppers, and then your like plate of sides like guacamole and sour cream and pico and stuff, and then you got your tortillas, and then you have the plate that you're actually eating on. So how you do fajitas from a food truck, I don't know. It's a mystery. But this one, which is pretty cool, going to the archive. Then the crate racer, which has been around. This is not a debut, it's been around a while, but I don't get it. I guess I haven't really looked it up, but I guess it's like a downhill, like derby car made out of a crate, like a fruit crate or a vegetable crate. And I just now realized when I took this out that the engine wobbles as the wheels roll. The engine rocks back and forth. So it's a crate racer, sure to be a massive seller this year. This one is grayish. It's gray. And then the Buns of Steel, which is not new either, and I think I could actually say that I hate this car. Like, this is this a fast foodie? No, this is from the Let's Race, which everything's from the Let's Race series these days. But I don't really like food cars. This is definitely one of the dumbest ones I've ever seen. But in the archive it goes because it's a documented release. Has a hamburger on the top, and French fries sticking out the top. Not a fan. The Buns of Steel, which doesn't even make sense. I guess the truck's made out of steel and it's got buns on it. I don't know. So those three are for the archive. The feedback portion of today's video is that my buddy Bill asked, what are my 10 favorite castings to collect? And it's kind of an ongoing thing because I left the Unimog out of this. Narrowing it down to 10 is tough. I could probably do 20 or 30 favorite castings, but these are just the first 10 that came to mind immediately. I love the Mercedes Unimog 1300L casting, so I should have included that, but I did not. So here's what I picked out, and I brought visual aids to show you an example of each one. The 67 Camaro is probably the most classic and prolific castings. I mean, I don't even know how many there are. There's probably 50 to 70 different 67 Camaros that have come out. The ones with the opening hoods, like this one, which is a retro, it's a reissue, and the one without the opening hood. But 67 Camaro, love it. And I even have a fraction of all of them that are out there. The Mustang Fastback, and this is from that recent Mustang series with it's got the metal base and the Spectra Flame paint. So this is like the Chase. But I love this casting, and I recently broke it off from the rest of my Mustangs and have like a separate box just for fastbacks, 65 fastbacks. The 67 C10. This is the Target Red Edition, but I have a few of these, maybe 10 or so, and there's lots more to go. They can release this as many times as they want. I love, every time I see this, I'm happy. The Porsche 911 930, which is the air-cooled turbo version. And this is the Cyberpunk Premium one, which I really, really love. It's probably in my top 10 Porsches that are up there on that shelf. So, love that one, and they could keep on releasing it. The Audi RS6 Avant. If I was a rich person, I don't know, I may even own one of these again this lifetime, like even not being rich, but this is just such a cool daily driver. I would accept one of these in automatic just because it's like fast, and it would be a good daily for running errands and stuff. I drive a Toyota Tacoma right now because I live on a small farm, but the only reason I drive a truck is because of this farm. If it wasn't for that, I would be driving a car, probably a German car. That's my daily. The Ken Mary Skyline. I have quite a few of these, not all of them, but as far as Japanese goes, this is the Liberty Walk. So I would have to say I am partial to the Liberty Walk version of the Ken Mary with the tiny wheels. I love those tiny wheels, how low set it is. But all versions are cool. I just like the Liberty Walk one a lot. The E30 M3. I mean, if we're talking cars that I wish I owned, I wish I had one of these. Not as like a daily driver, but and probably not even a track car. I probably wouldn't butcher it. I would kind of keep it as like a weekend car, a second car. And this is a cool casting because red with a black interior is kind of what I would want. The AAR Cuda, it's a 70 AAR Cuda. Really all hardtop Barracudas from like 69, 70, 71 are pretty damn awesome. They look like a projectile. It just looks fast. And this is from the Fast and Furious Premium Series. And it says 70 Plymouth Barracuda on the bottom, but it is an AAR Cuda. They just set that on the card. The Dodge Demon. And I have the black and the blue one, but this red one came along shortly thereafter, and I was like, oh, cool. And I don't even know how many of these there are, but it's fast and dangerous and cool looking. So it's one of my favorite castings. And of course, the 69 Charger. This is the 500, but it doesn't need to be a 500. All 68, 69, and 70 Chargers are pretty alright with me. Goes back to the Dukes of Hazzard thing. I was the perfect age for Dukes of Hazzard. It was like 10, 11 when that show was big. And the General Lee was kind of like my introduction to muscle cars. I did a lot of models in the early 80s, like Revell and Monogram models, and they invariably, the ones I was drawn to were hot rod muscle cars and stuff. So I guess that's the freestyle part. No, that's the feedback part, because that was based on a question. So the freestyle part is just some riffing on blabber that updates and stuff. So you can stop watching now if you were only here for the cars. So I implemented this top 24, Hot 24 Hot Wheels mainlines at ignitiondiecast.com, but the problem is that they're so hot that they're kind of unavailable. They're constantly sold out, and they're hard to get. So really, it's like everybody knows what the hot cars are, the ones that aren't quite released yet, that are coming next, and or have just been released and aren't readily available in stores. People are hoarding, like the hot ones, you know. I kind of want to keep on doing it because I like the chart idea, but it's empty most of the time. So we'll keep it for now, but just a warning that may go away. Which leads me to the other topic, that I flip-flop and change a lot. I won't deny that. I think this channel has stabilized because it's sort of found its niche. It's like a diecast dork talking about cars to other males between the age of 40 and 70, I guess. That's the demographic that seems to appreciate this content. Not popular with 13-year-old girls. So I've given up on being a millionaire on YouTube. Sucks. That Justin Bieber money is so elusive. But as far as Ignition Diecast goes, I'm always trying to figure out what customers want, what people respond to. So it changes a lot. The structure of the site, what we offer. And it seems like, well, it doesn't seem like it, the data supports it. We sell way more loose cars than we do carded. And the carded stuff is really fickle. Like Team Transports and 2-packs, like a year ago, were really hot. Now no one seems to give a shit about them. Even Boulevards. It's like, how cheap do we have to price these things to get you to buy them? So a couple weeks ago I said, we're going to start carrying all Boulevards from 0 to the current. But nobody really cares about them. They just sit there. So not going to do that anymore. The only thing I'm sure of as far as Ignition Diecast goes is that loose cars are a good seller. My theory, and it's been backed up by comments, is that if it's already loose, it saves people the indecision of decarding something or not. If it's already loose and it's new, then it's an easy decision to make, and we sell them pretty cheap. But I'm going to continue to sell the new cars as I can acquire them, and based on recent frustrations, I think I'm just going to go ahead and start buying them from stores, because retail is retail. These distributors aren't really distributors, they're just retailers, so why should it matter? And if you have a problem with people like me ruining the hobby, or you can't find the cars that you want, bitch at Mattel, tell them to make more, because I certainly think they should make a little bit more of the cars that everybody wants. But that's what makes it collectible, right? The scarcity is what everybody's in it for. I think that's the only thing I really have to riff on and bitch about. It's Friday. I'm not working at all, so I'm going to go hit some stores and poach the shit out of anything I find, and keep what I want, put the rest in the archive, and then probably sell some of it. So. Oh, and a quick thanks to everyone who gave me a heads up about the H cases being available at J-Car. I missed the first drop because they were sold out right away, but I managed to get a couple more from this latest drop, and as far as I know, they're still available. So H cases, J-Car Diecast, the best distributor out there. He's a retailer, but he ships on time. The shipping is reasonable, and I have pulled chases out of solid cases numerous times. So my preferred seller, and check them out. By the way, one more thing. I'm still waiting for the H cases to ship from A&J Toys. So A&J Toys, even though who is the minestrone of diecast guy, or no, it's the Lamely group that's like in bed with him. A&J Toys, I'm not impressed. Talk to you Saturday.